Listen, the season will be changing soon. So ask yourself, do I have any unfinished business in this season that I need to take care of before I go into the next? All right. What's up, everyone? I'm LaPorsche. The Human Rights Campaign Foundation hosted the Equality Ball in Las Vegas on Sunday, and my parent company, Equal Pride, was in the building. The Equality Ball is a friendly competition that creates a safe space for people to really express themselves. In other words, it's really, really cool, y'all, all right? It's dope and has a lot of talented people there. This year, they highlighted Black queer ballroom culture. Listen, we are seeing Beyonce's impact everywhere, and we love to see this genre getting the praise they deserve. Speaking of Beyonce, her foundation BeyGood also supported the ball. I know, right? That's really cool. There were so many amazing people in the building, like Kevin Aviance and Kevin Prodigy, all right? The House of Balenciaga was there, and so many more. I saw Honey Balenciaga in the building, a few of Beyonce's backup dancers. We spoke with Kelly Robinson, who is the first Black queer president of the Human Rights Campaign Foundation, and she has some really great things to say about the importance of this event for Black and brown queer faces. Take a look.
Look, there may be a rarity of organizations we're hosting and get together and we've got these demonstrated CTAs. But look, I'm a Black queer woman, and I know every day of my life there's been a Black queer get together. What we need to understand is just by getting together, that is a political action. That is an action that's making sure that we are disrupting the status quo. And we need to understand that and embrace it. And tonight is an example of that on scale and ensuring that it doesn't just stop tonight, but we keep this going. Because look, everybody outside of this room is afraid of what's happening here. And we need to make sure that they know that we are more powerful than them and that they need us more than we need them.
I really like that. She also commented on the violence both Black and queer communities are facing across the country.
Because at the end of the day, we're living in a state of emergency. You know, a couple weeks ago, we saw Shay Sibley stabbed for dancing in a gas station. Yesterday, we saw 3 Black people murdered simply shopping in a Dollar General. This is a moment where we need to be clear. Racism is killing us. Transphobia is killing us.
And listen, Robinson also told us why she is so personally connected to the movement.
I've been reflecting a lot on what it means to be a part of movements, right? And for me, you know, the story of my family is that we were the first free Black family in a town called Muscatine, Iowa, 2 generations ago. My great aunt was born there. And today, I'm standing here as the first Black queer woman to lead the Human Rights Campaign. Progress is happening. Progress isn't only possible, but it's happening and we are a part of it. And together we will win.
Together we will win. I truly believe that, Kelly girl, all right? For more information on the Human Rights Campaign, head on over to hrc.org. Speaking of progress, Ron Desantis is saying that he's going to put security at an HBCU following a racially motivated shooting in Jacksonville, Florida, which is a good and honorable thing, but he's also actively trying to remove African American history from middle school classroom, which is not progressive at all. You know what I mean? Okay, so here's the story.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is here. We're going to ask the governor if he will come now and turn remarks.
As you just heard, he was booed when he was introduced to speak at the vigil on Sunday for the 3 Jacksonville victims, all of whom were Black. They lost their lives when a white gunman shot and killed them at a Dollar General store. DeSantis, who is currently running for the GOP presidential nomination, said the state of Florida is looking for funds to help boost security at the HBCU. If you recall, the white gunman showed up to the Edward Waters University before heading to the Dollar General, right? The dollar store. People at the vigil were not feeling DeSantis' presence, but a local councilwoman was able to calm the crowd down and ask everyone to put political parties aside for right now. DeSantis said, quote, We are not going to allow these institutions to be targeted by people. If y'all recall, I told you all I got super sick 2 weeks ago, all right? COVID-19 cases continue to rise in the US, but vaccines and immunity from prior infections have adjusted the way our bodies react to the virus that causes the disease. With an updated COVID-19 booster on the horizon, the Africa Channel's Mandy Gaither takes a look at how our immunity has changed along with the virus. It's today's Health Minute. Check it out.
As COVID-19 cases in the U.S. go up, the risk of hospitalization or death from the virus since the height of the pandemic has gone down. An estimated 97% of Americans either have some immunity from prior infection or through vaccination, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Still, new infections are happening every day and may be driven by people heading indoors and schools being back in session.
And that is usually what kicks off respiratory virus season. And that's where we are right now.
Health experts say the danger from COVID-19 is still there. CDC data shows about a 22% uptick in hospitalizations and deaths in the most recent week of data. Still, that's lower than in years past, and it's a large jump because cases were low before the uptick. But the threat of new variants remains. Scientists are keeping an eye on BA2.86, which has been picked up in very low levels of U.S. wastewater, to see if it's more infectious or if it causes more severe disease.
There are several mutations which make it a candidate to watch for these things.
CDC advisors are expected to meet September 12th to discuss whether to recommend an updated COVID-19 booster.
What we anticipate is that the people that will be on the list encouraged to get it will be people who are older, people who are immunocompromised. Those will be the people that should be first in line to get it. And then we'll learn from CDC who's next on the list.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Listen, health experts say the updated COVID-19 booster will target the Omicron variant, but it'll first have to be approved by the USDA before it could be up for recommendation by the CDC. If all goes as expected, the booster could be available in the US by mid-September. You getting the booster shot? Did you get your original vaccines? Listen, I'm not here to judge. Everyone feels differently about it, and I get it. I get it. It's new. Do you want to know a movie I've never seen, even though I freaking love this genre, okay? Equalizer. I know. Don't judge me. Well, Denzel Washington is back in theaters Labor Day weekend as the Equalizer. I'm thinking I'll do a marathon and then go watch it because I'm an AMC A-list Stubs member. You know I like to tell y'all that every week, all right? The Africa Channel's Rick Damagalia reports.
Denzel Washington heads to Italy in The Equalizer 3.
9 seconds. That's what I'll give you to decide your fate.
The third and reportedly final film in the trilogy places Washington's character Robert McCall in a different situation than previous movies.
The journey wasn't just, Robert McCall helping someone. It became more about Robert McCall helping himself as well.
Because of these people, I'm beginning to understand real peace. And I'm starting to believe this is where I'm supposed to be.
Director Antoine Fuqua says the character's humanity is the key to the intense action sequences.
The scenes that he's not fighting anyone, where you see the humanity, where he just feels like you or me, you're sitting having a coffee or a tea, or, him talking to people. There's nothing flashy and special about him as far as you can see. He just seems just like a regular guy. So I think that's why the fight sequences feel more on edge and tense, because he feels human, like he can be hurt.
Whatever it is you and your friends do it somewhere else.
You warning me?
I'm preparing. Is that a Timex?
No, it's a boot.
That's the median nerve that I'm compressing. That's a level 3. You don't want it to go to a level 4.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damagella.
Listen, I know it may seem like the season of change. And remember, it is. And we have one job. We have to keep going. Keep putting one foot, one heel, one sneaker in front of the other and just keep pushing forward, all right? See you all tomorrow, everyone. Bye, girls.